Good morning, and welcome to the Crafty Canary for In the Word on Wednesday. This month, I want us to look at the book of Philippians. So each week, we'll look at a verse or passage from one of the 4 chapters of Philippians. And today, we'll look at chapter 1, verse 12. Now, I want you to know, brethren, that my circumstances have turned out for the greater progress of the gospel. In order to understand this verse, we need to know the context in which Paul is writing and the circumstances to which he's referring. Paul is writing to the Philippian church from house arrest in Rome. He tells us in the following verses that his imprisonment in the cause of Christ has become well known throughout the whole Praetorian Guard, and that many people are trusting in the Lord because of his imprisonment and have more courage to speak the word of God without fear. So we see that his circumstances are not good, but that God is using them to further the gospel of Jesus Christ. As I looked at this verse, I reflected on my own life, and if I let my difficult circumstances advance the gospel of Christ, or if I want my circumstances to turn out for the greater progress of me. I was very convicted because as I look at the difficulties that I have faced, and I've certainly not faced anything as difficult as being in prison for my faith, I always focus on how I can avoid the circumstances, avoid the suffering and the pain. My prayer is usually, Lord, please make this pain go away. Please take away these difficult circumstances that I'm facing. My focus is always on me and avoiding the struggle. Now, sometimes I might even think, how can I come out of these circumstances with a stronger and greater faith? And this focus is better than focusing on avoidance of the struggle, but it's still focused on me. What if we had the same focus as Paul, the greater progress of the gospel? He tells us later in this passage that he wants to remain with the Philippians for their progress and joy in the faith, and that he rejoices because Christ has been proclaimed because of his imprisonment. Wow, I'm humbled and convicted by this little verse. My prayer for us this week is that we will face our difficulties with joy and with the desire that they will further advance the gospel of Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.